Hi, everyone. It's Evelyn here, and welcome to Evelyn Colors. How are you today, this beautiful Saturday morning? Today, I am coloring a page from Tales from Atlantis, and the illustrator is Hanna Karlzon. If you don't know what the book looks like, here it is. Let me show you. Switch over to my other camera. Okay, this is the book here. I think it's a little backwards. I need to flip it, but anyway, it says Tales from Atlantis. All right. But I'm going to keep it like this because maybe I need to flip it. Yeah. Let me flip this. Just come on in the room, as they say. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. If you can hear me, please press 1. If you can hear me, please press 1. Need to get my camera correct. Hold on. Because it is flipped and I don't like it. I'm not talking now. I'm trying to concentrate here and get some things going on here. Maybe that won't work here. Anyway, we're about to get coloring here. Get coloring. I'm going to do the background first. Something I've learned. I'm going to be using these. And I pulled out a few colors. I already have them out. We just listen to your voice. Okay, good. Okay. So I'm going to be using these for the background. And I have my little blending brushes that I will use to blend. So the first color that I think I'm going to go in with is this lighter blue, the lightest blue that is in my little collection here. And what I'm going to do, which I've seen this on somebody do this, you take this and you get some off here, kind of scrape it off here. I want the blue up at the top, which is the lightest color here. Usually, if I do this, I would fix it right away after I do the background, but I'm not going to be able to fix it. I'm going to improvise here. I have my little tools here that I'm going to use to move this around. This little tool here that I'll be showing you in an upcoming video on Tuesday. All right. Yes, Faber-Castell Soft Pastels. Good morning, Miss Wambui. How are you? So now I have my light blue on here at the top because this is the lightest portion. We know that this lion is under the sea here. Okay. And ACB says, good morning, everyone. She's from across the pond. Welcome, everyone. So I'm going to take this little brush here. I have to take my glasses off because I can't see with the glasses. I'm going to take this little brush and I'm just going to blend it and move it around on the page. Kind of get some color on the page here. I learned this from somebody on YouTube University. I have a smaller brush that I can use to get in here in the small crevices here, but just move this all over the paper. And that's what I'm doing here. How is everyone today? If I don't talk much, just know that it's kind of a challenge to do this and to talk at the same time. Okay, I need a little bit more over here. Okay. I was trying to see if anybody had colored this page because I have no clue on how to color it. The good thing about this pastel chalk is I can erase it when I get ready to color this, the other portions of the lion here, which is a good thing. And my camera might be shaking. It's coming together pretty good. I'm just going to go in there because I can erase that later. I like to do an icebreaker. I normally do that on my live streams. How long, if you've been coloring, how long have you been coloring? I just got some blue over there. Let me know. I've been coloring since February of 2023. And I opened this channel in April, the end of April of 2023. I was reluctant to create a channel because I'm not that good. I'm just a newbie. But I think I decided to go ahead and do it because why not? If I kept waiting, I'd be waiting forever until I get to be like the perfect colorist. There's no perfect colorist, but you can probably feel what I'm saying understand what I'm saying. Okay, so I have that part. I'm going to come down and put some more color here. I'm going to use a turquoise color in these areas here. The very bottom, not the very bottom, but most of the bottom is going to be a darker color. I'm just using a little X-Acto knife to scrape off some of the pastel here. I'm going to go back up into the blue to kind of make it seem like it's blending into each other. And don't worry if you get it on the actual object that you have to color, because you can come in with an eraser and erase that. At least that's what I've learned. So I'm going to go over here. Let me see here. Let me check the chat here. Okay. That's fine, Miss Wambui. I'm just grateful that you popped in to you popped in to see me. I really appreciate it. You're such a great friend. Enjoy your day and have a good one with your family. Yeah, yeah. Because I've done this back. I've used these. I think I used it in something I colored last month, and I used the eraser to go in and get it off. See, I have too much there. You can kind of tell that, oh, well, I can erase it. Okay, now I'm at the bottom here. And let me erase that a little bit. I don't like that. And this eraser is not the eraser I normally use, but I'm going to do it anyway because I can't really get to my other one. I don't want to get to it right now. All right. So now I'm at the bottom, and I'm going to make this a darker, I would say this purple. Because I don't have a 24 of these. I would have liked to have a little bit more. So I'm going to go in here, up in here. I don't know what to color this lion. I was thinking about like a different shades of gray, because I'm trying to envision this sitting on the ocean floor. So that's the issue I have. Okay. That's coming together okay. I didn't change brushes out or anything. I wonder if there's some type of brush cleaner. I know it is. Like you can spray in between and clean it off. Let me see. Okay. Gray is a good choice. Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. I'll use different shades of gray. But on the wings, I'm thinking about going in and making it look more magical, like your turquoise and pinks and yellows. So I don't know. I guess it'll look okay. I'm coming up with this kind of off the top of my head. Because I did look at this before I did the video to kind of see, before I logged on live, to kind of see what colors I needed to go with. I did find a picture on Google of something similar to this, and the tiger is actually has his hand on it, a paw on a ball, like a globe or something. And it was more bluish gray looking. So I figured I'll go with gray, different shades of gray. All right. I think this turned out pretty good for the colors. I had no idea how it would turn out. Thank you for joining me today in the live stream. I appreciate it. You taking your Saturday to pop in and check out my live stream. I appreciate it. All right. So now I have it the way I want. I think that looks pretty good. So what I would want to do is fix it. If I was not on live stream, I would fix this, and then we're gonna go up in there with a little purple. I would fix this with a fixative, and then I would let it dry and come back and start working. But I can't do that now. But I will do it when I get off of here. If you have this book, do you like this book? Let me know. I was looking at some of the reviews, and the reviews were kind of low, but only because they expected different types of art in here. I think I messed up. It's supposed to be turquoise, but that's okay. We can blend it in there. I want to do a little darker. Oh, you don't have the book? Okay. AC. Yeah. I appreciate you supporting AC. I see you on, we follow each other on Instagram. And sometimes you share you will share something. I will read it, but then it's like, I think it's yours. You said, no, this isn't mine. I wish it was my picture. I'm just sharing it. And I said, man, why didn't I read what she said in the caption? And I did read it. I guess I assumed it was yours because I just assumed it. And anyway, yeah, thank you for supporting me. It's always great to have people supporting other creators. That makes it not so hard when it comes to creating. Makes it a little bit easier because you know that you have people that are supporting you. And that feels really good. And I'm doing something and I'm all out of frame. I'm sorry. I was going back over here and putting in some darker blue in here. Sorry about that. I'm just talking and not looking at what I'm doing here. I am sorry about that. And then okay. I think I've done all I can do here. All that I want to do. Now, I'm going to clip this back because this part of the book does not lie flat for me. So I wanted to somewhat lie flat. And I'm going to move my little chalk pastels or Faber-Castell pastels out of the way here. And I need to start coloring. So this is how the background is looking so far. I started with a lighter shade of blue up here, transitioned into turquoise. I put purple down first, and then I came in with a darker blue right here, okay? Which I might do. I think that's fine. Now, I am ready to start coloring, but first, before I do, I have some paper towel, and I want to protect my pastel here so that my hands and the oils from my hands don't mess up anything because I haven't fixed it with anything here. So I am going to put some paper towel here. I need a bigger one. Thank you. You can see where blue has gotten in here. We have to do is use an eraser to get that off. I need to down off in here, but I can fix that later. But thank you. I like using the pastels to make backgrounds. It's one of the easiest things to do that I've learned to do for now. I'll go in with my smaller little blender brushes and move color here to really get the background to pop. But for now, this is how it looks. Now I'm going to start on, I guess I'll start at the top of the tiger here. Yeah. I usually like to start in the center of something and work my way out. Maybe I'll start on the body, which will be the face. I don't know. We're going to start. Yeah, they are great for backgrounds. Um, yeah, Miss Shirley, she says the makeup eyeshadow would work for the brush where you can clean off. Okay, okay. I got you. I got you. To clean the brush. Yeah, good idea, Miss Shirley. Okay, so now I am going to start somewhere on this. Where do you normally start when you're on starting a picture? Where do you start? Do you start in the center or you start on what's going to take the longest? Yeah, it is cheaper than other mediums. You're right. I think I'm going to start on what's going to take me the longest, which is probably this part here. And I don't know what color to color my person's hair, but I think I'm going to go with dark gray, darker gray, and then some light grays in here. And then this will be more lighter down here. Still kind of dark, but light. But I want the mane to pop. Okay, let's try this. The color pencils that I'm using today are polychromos for this book. I've been coloring in this book with polychromos so far, and everything has been okay. With the polychromos, you just have to have a light hand, very light hand. And I have learned that I can go in with a little bit more when I'm light-handed. Let me show you something that I did this morning fairly quickly with the polychromo so you can see what I'm talking about. I did this very quickly with the polychromos. It's not the best. I didn't really get in there and blend like I should have, but what I had done is I was testing another pencil here for this color, and I said, nope, I don't want to use these pencils. I'll stick with the polychromos. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and use them for this one here. So that is what I'm going to be doing, is using polychromos. We're using grays for mainly the the lion. What am I talking about? All right. So now I'm going to go in with my lighter color. I normally color from light to dark. I find that's easier, especially when you're trying to blend. And that's coming from someone who who is a newbie with coloring. All right. So I'm going to go in with this cold gray 232. It looks kind of light, but it's also darker than the other ones. I'm going to start on the mane here. Okay, so I want to just do light everywhere. And I don't know if you can see that because this is light. I'm just pretty much going in here and giving it a pop of light gray, because eventually it's going to be dark. And I'm acting like I know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. But what I've learned is just to go in with your dark, and I'm going in with a very light hand with these pencils. I'm using polychromos from Faber-Castell or Faber-Castell, however it's said. Okay. You may not be able to see this because it is fairly light. Okay. But eventually everything will come together. But I have a light hand here. She said switching. Okay, you're switching to your TV. I can't. I have to bring it. Switching to my TV to really see it. My phone is small. Okay, that's fine. I don't have that type of TV. Eventually, I'm gonna get one. We have a big screen, but it doesn't connect to the YouTube or anything. It's still kind of like a smart TV. I'm looking at getting one because I want to be able to watch YouTube on the TV. Yeah. Okay, you watching from your computer? Okay. Yeah, I can't watch TV from my I can't watch YouTube from my TV. I do have an internet connection to it for other little things. I really would like to be able to do that. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm just going in with this lighter color on the mane. Eventually, the mane is going to be pretty dark gray. I'm going in with light color first. And with the polychromos, you really want to have a light hand because you don't want to go in too heavy because you want to layer your pencils. And if you go in too hard at first, you won't be able to use as many layers or different colors of pencils as you would like to use. I've learned it through trial and error. Yeah. Now, these little other lines that you may see here, that will be dark area. I really like this book. I've learned that I actually like coloring sea things, underwater things. That's kind of, it's not surprising, but I know when I was a kid in school, I used to love seahorses and underwater stuff. So I guess what we like as children kind of comes back when we are adults, and we it comes back, and we kind of can look back and say, oh, when I was a child, I really loved this underwater sea stuff. And I'm like that now. I was wondering why, but I started to reminisce to when I was in school. What I really loved was to see the underwater and aquatic life. I am a biologist. I have a biology background, but I didn't study marine biology or anything like that. But it always was fascinating me. So now I see why I enjoy coloring fish and underwater, just all kind of things that have to do with sea life. Yeah. As well as birds, I like to color birds. Okay, I'm almost done with laying down my light color. I don't have to put light everywhere, like be perfect with it, because I'm coming in with some other colors here. You may not be able to see it because the color is fairly light. And I wear glasses, you guys. I don't like to say you guys. I wear glasses, and so I need to be looking close to it. I don't have my glasses on because I can't see with my glasses on close up. So I have to have them off. So if it kind of looks kind of weird the way I'm coloring, it's because of my eyes in some parts of it. Let's see. 1038. I think that's it for the hair for as far as I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit on the ear here. That's gonna be dark around there. All right, so I've done most of the hair here, or the mane. And I'm going to go in with a darker shade of gray. So let's see. Okay. So you are a person who needs glasses for far away. I do too. Yeah. I just had an optometrist appointment or eye doctor appointment recently, and I got contacts and glasses. When I wear contacts, I wear reading glasses, and when I don't have my contacts in and I'm wearing my glasses, I have to take my glasses off so I can read. I don't like that. I guess I could get bifocals, but bifocals make me feel like I'm old. So I said no. And plus, double the double is usually cost more for double vision instead of single. Yeah. So now what I'm doing, I'm going in with a darker color. This is cold gray 4 233. I didn't tell you the other color, but it was a cold color. It was the lightest, one of the lightest, still kind of a darker gray than some of the other ones, but it was lighter. What I'm doing now is I'm going in with this darker gray to fill in places. I have learned that I don't need to use a blender pencil either. I can just go in with the lighter shade of the color that I'm using to blend in the colors. So I won't be wasting any more money on blending pencils because I don't even use them. I'll use a lighter shade of a color that I'm actually using. Okay. Let me see here. I have bifocal glasses and I have the progressive lens. They are frustrating sometimes. Yeah. I had that in my older glasses, but this time I didn't get that. I wish I had them, but I don't know. You have to hold your eyes a certain way with the progressive. I just soon to take my glasses off so I can see, so I can read. It gets frustrating at times, like you said. So I go over this with this darker gray, and I'm going to come back over it with the same color that I used to kind of blend everything in together. No blender pencil. That lighter color will go in and fill in the white spaces. At least that's what I understand. I am no artist. I'm just coloring as a hobby. Yeah. The reason I say that a lot now, I'm kind of self-conscious when it comes to showing my work or even coloring because there are some people that are trolls. They'll come around on your YouTube channel and they just say mean things. You know, it may not be mean. It could be the way they present, the way they say it in their comment. Because I had somebody tell me my background was ugly. They didn't say it like that, but ever since I got that comment, I'm more self-conscious about how my stuff looks when I show it. You know, Even though it's just one comment, it makes you feel like, darn, I shouldn't even be on YouTube even trying to color. But I told that person I'm not a professional, and I knew my background didn't look good, but hey, I did it anyway and showed it. And I didn't want to show it, but I showed it and I knew it didn't look good. But I told him I'm not perfect. If you want me to be perfect, you're on the wrong channel, buddy. Go to someone who is a professional, because I am not the one. I'm just somebody coloring as a hobby and learning as I go. Sometimes those type of comments can make people quit their channel. But if you are a YouTuber and you're doing coloring or whatever it is you're doing, don't ever let those comments cause you to quit doing what you love doing and what you enjoy. You just keep going. The more you color, the better you get. So, as they say, Rome was not built in a day, right? Okay. So it takes time to learn something that you have never done and that you weren't trained to do. So don't let anybody steal your joy when it comes to what you enjoy doing. You just keep doing, keep working, keep going. That's right. Okay. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going over this gray, the main with the darker gray, but I'm going to come back over with the light gray. That's how I kind of blend stuff. I don't really use blender pencils. I think I've said that before, but I've bought blender pencils and I've used them. But I come to find out, one of the ones I really like though is the Karen Dash's Bright. If you really want to take something up a notch, you can use that. Of course, you can use a white pencil. But I really like that because it changes how things look dramatically to me. Ooh, this is a lot, y'all. This is a lot. But you know what I've learned? I like coloring illustrations that have a lot because it is so amazing how it looks after you finish. It's just so rewarding to see that. And when you see it, you're like, wow, I did that. Wow. It took so long, but it was worth it. I used to then like to color things that had a lot going on in the illustration, but now as I grow and as I continue to color, I I like to color things that have a lot because I really want to see how it's going to turn out when I'm finished. I sure do. And that's the most, to me, that's something to do. I like that with everything. If I'm coloring a mandala, I want to see, well, how is this going to turn out? So I just keep going till I'm finished. And also, what I do when it comes to coloring, I tend to work on one page at a time until I finish it. Then I move on to the next thing. I don't have things going. I don't color 2 and 3 different pages at one, have those things going on at the same time. Because I like to focus on one thing, what I'm doing, get that done, and then I say, oh, that's done. I did that. Yes, what did I learn from this? Let me try something different on the next page that I color. Let me check your. Okay, she said, yeah, the comments can be very rude sometimes, but my question to some of the comments, don't you think I see it? And maybe that's what I like, or that's what I want. Yeah, yeah. And I enjoy the process as well. Yes, yes. Yes, the result can be is well, it can be rewarding and it is rewarding. Yeah. Like a makeup look, it starts out rough, but it ends results is beautiful. That's right, Miss Shirley. That is so right. May take you a long time to get your look, but when you're done, you're like, whoa, I did that. Oh, that's so pretty. I also like to focus on one page at a time. Yeah. I had tried doing different pages at one time. I said, okay, I just need to focus on one page and then I can move on. And what I find is that helps me to improve. I can look at, okay, so I messed up here. Let me try to do it better on this page and redeem myself. Or I just learned this new technique from somebody. Let me try it on this page here. Yeah. It's coming together pretty good. As you see, I'm using a darker gray. I'm going to go in with my lighter. I'm not going to use any more colors as far as gray is concerned. I'm going to go back in with the lighter gray that I used to kind of color and cover the white of the paper or the cream of the paper, because it's not really a white paper here. It's more of a off-white paper. The paper is kind of smooth too. That's why if you're using, well, whatever pencils you use, just make sure you go in with the light hand at first. Then you can come in and layer and put your different colors down. Okay. Yep. Thank everyone for being with me today. I would like to finish this online. I doubt I would finish it. But once I do finish it, I will post the picture on my community tab so you can see the finished result. But you kind of know what I'm going in here to do because we've talked about it. This isn't really I guess an involved type of illustration. It's just the main thing about this illustration is the hair, or the lion. I keep saying tiger, the lion. But I really like this book. I know some people, I mentioned about the reviews on Amazon, people that really follow her work, they didn't rate the book very well because they said that they were expecting more based on what was said. That it says is in here. They were suggesting some of the things that she could have put in here. But I'm fairly new to Hanna Karlzon's work, so I just think it looks good, period. So, you know, yeah. So I didn't really have complaints. Maybe more sea creatures in here, more sea scenes, a variety of them, variety of animals, maybe sea creatures. They're not really animals per se. But I think it's okay. I really like the book. I guess because I do like coloring sea scenes. Yeah. And there is a lion in the bottom of the ocean as far as the Atlantis. I saw a picture of one, a statue on when I Googled. I said, okay, make that a little dark. What if you're into coloring, what are some of your favorite colored pencils? I just finished up a page where I used Prismacolor. And what I find with Prismacolor, it's just easier to blend and get the color to pop. But I think I'm a person who likes pencils that are not wax based. But I do like the Prismas, but my favorite I would have to say are my polychromos. And then I have some budget friendly pencils that I like as well that are kind of similar to polychromos. I think it's the Heshing Ping, the Asian brand. They remind me of polychromos. They even look like polychromos. Of course, they're not polychromos, but when I want to not want to use polychromos from Faber-Castell, I reach for those. So, what are your favorite pencils to use? Do you have a favorite? Most people love Prismacolors, but I think I'm one who is just, I don't really like them that much because they're waxy. They create a wax bloom. I know you have to go in there really light, but I do like them, but they're not, I don't think I would like rush out to be trying to get prismas. But they are okay. They serve their purpose. Go in there dark here. Y'all might have heard my stomach growl. I'm hungry. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over, let's see, go back over this with a lighter shade of gray, which is I would consider my blending pencil or blender pencil, to kind of catch everything that I missed. Cover up the white. So the lighter color that I used, I think was Cold Gray 3. Okay. Ace says, I am a Faber-Castell fan. Even the school line is very good. Okay. I am too. What I like about Faber-Castell is like everything that they have, the line, the colors, just whatever line you use, it has the same color, same name. So it's not hard to go in between them and use them. Okay. She says, I found a couple of Prisma pencils around the house and really like them. Okay, liked it. I like them too. They can just be tricky. If you like wax based pencils, you know, Prismas are really bright, bold, and colorful. So I like them when I want something to really, really pop, like with that color. Okay. My favorite is Faber-Castell School Line. I have the polychromos, so but I use them sparingly. Okay, okay. I use my polychromos sparingly too. It depends on what I'm coloring. Like if I'm coloring in a nice book or something like this, I will polychromos. Um, but most of the time I don't. I use something that's kind of comparable to polychromos, but they're the cheaper ones. Yeah, the price. You're right. I had a pencil. I was doing something one day and my pencil got accidentally, I think, trashed. So I had to go and buy a polychromo pencil to replace. I ordered it on Amazon. So I didn't like that, but I wanted to have my pencil in my set. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get back to. Oh yeah, yeah. You said you're a beginner. Yeah. I think the artists, they say beginners should not even be looking at these expensive pencils, but when you get a hobby, you want to get the best. Seems like when you start a hobby. I'm just erasing some of the pastel that I see on my tiger here. I can't tiger. It's a lion. It's a lion. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go in with my lighter gray. I think this is the gray I used when I first started. And I'm just going to go over the white parts. Maybe I need a lighter gray. That might not be. I might need to go with the lighter gray than that. This is cold gray 1. Okay, this is the lighter one. All right, that will work. So what I'm doing now is going over the mane with a lighter gray. It's still in the cold family of grays, but it's one of the lightest. Yeah. And I do this to help blend and to cover the white space that I have going on, but still leave it light because I want it to kind of look like it has a little bit of a highlight. Yes, next time I need to color a tiger. Yeah, because I keep saying tiger. Only the tiger. But as I was saying, I'm going over this with a lighter gray, and it helps to cover in the white. This is my last pencil that I'm using on the mane here. And I need to sharpen this because polychromos, they work very well with sharper points. Yeah. This is a pencil sharpener. I'm going to be showing it to you in my video on Tuesday. But this is one that I bought because of, I think her name is the Coloring Bug, I believe. The Coloring something. And I bought this and I really like it. It's a very, very good pencil sharpener. Bought it from Amazon. See, my lead just broke just a little bit because I pressed down too hard. But I'm going over it with this lighter gray to cover up my spaces a little bit. And it also helps for you to blend colors. I look at the lighter color as my final color, and it's more or less like my blending or blender pencil. Let me see what my time is. 11:02. I had some technical difficulties getting started, so I may go a little longer than I had anticipated. Because when you're coloring and you're trying to talk, time goes by so fast. It goes by fast. As they say, time flies when you're having fun. Have you got the new Rita Bierman's book? No, I haven't. There is a panther. Okay. I need to check her. I don't have any of Rita Bierman's books. Okay. I think I have a book that has a tiger in. Time goes fast when you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, yeah. I think I have R.J. Hampson's book has one of his books has a tiger in it. I have another question for you. Anybody? Have you ever purchased a book from Amazon and then after you got it, you was like, oh, I don't like this and returned it? I did that. That was my first time ever doing that. And that book was from an artist. I mean, I hated to do it, but I expected so much more from this person because they are an artist. Plus, some of the illustrations were kind of just evil to me, you know. And I don't like really coloring stuff that's just really, really evil looking. But I sent it back. But they said, we don't send it back. We will you can have your money back. But you don't have to send it back. I said, okay, that didn't make sense to me because I hadn't even colored in it. But I was disappointed because I really just sat down and looked at some of the art and I detected that it was some AI stuff going on. I said, wow, I thought this person was really, well, why would she do this? And she's an artist. I mean, like professional. I could tell it was some stuff was AI. I was so disappointed. Plus, the book cost a lot of money, and it was just an Amazon book on Amazon paper. That book is like 20 something dollars on Amazon paper. I was so disappointed. I said, I'm sending this back. But even though I didn't have to send it back, I didn't keep it. I threw it away because I did not really care for the art. It's just so dark and I did not like it. But really made me upset was when I noticed some of the things were AI. I was so disappointed in her. I said, wow, I can tell that she didn't draw these fingers. This looks odd to me. Well, I can tell, it's just things I could tell. And I was like, wow. I lost a little bit of respect for that person. But maybe she just did what she thought she needed to do to get her book out really fast to meet a deadline. I don't know. And I could be wrong, about that, but that's kind of like what I noticed after I sat down and really looked at the book and the illustrations. I was so disappointed. That was the first time I ever returned or wanted my money back from a book for buying a coloring book. Let me see what you're saying in the chat here. Oh, okay. Okay. I've seen that book. I want that book. The Africa book. Yeah. Yes, it was bad to me. It's not something that I would want to color. I just thought it was kind of dark, evil. Think of think of skulls and yeah, holding a skull and looking at it like you want to hold it or kiss it, like a little skull, but you're a person and you're kissing, you looking like you want to, It just was too dark. It was bad. I said, wow. But yeah, it was bad. I had to get it out. My house. Yes. people are using AI for making books, but they don't check the drawings. That's true. That's true. I think she was checking her drawing on some of them, but I was like, how did you miss this? I caught this. I caught a few things. I watched one YouTube here about a certain book made with AI. It was awful. Yeah, I saw a video, maybe from the same person. I think it's just people are doing and they're wanting to make the money pretty quickly. They say, oh, I can make money doing this, and I don't really have to draw anything. But if you're gonna do AI, check it and make sure you check it to make sure it looks like it's supposed to look. Because some people actually do check their books. I have a book that's AI. I didn't really realize it until I started just really looking in it. I said, this stuff doesn't even make sense. And it looks like they got it from somebody else. And they just, I don't know. I don't mind coloring in AI coloring books, but let me know it's an AI coloring book, and plus, check your work. Check your work. Some people do look closely at the illustrations. I think a lot of us do who color, we look very closely at the illustration. And I respect people that actually are drawing by hand and just getting into it. I'm going to go a little darker here and doing what, letting their talent shine. I respect that. But if it's AI, just tell us it's AI. But make us a good AI book, not somebody that has 6 or 7 or 8 fingers or 3 fingers. And we know that that's not a normal thing that occurs. All right. I think I'm done here with the main. And I think I'm just done, period. I know you probably have your Saturday plan. I'm going back over this with a little bit of dark in some areas. But my main is done. I hope to finish this, and when I do, I will put it on my community tab, like I said earlier, page. But this is how it's looking so far. I think it's looking pretty good, even though I'm kind of preoccupied with talking and trying to color. I think it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Go into here. I'm breaking my rule. I'm going over some parts with darker to kind of let there be like a little bit of a shade in some areas. I guess there's no right or wrong way. Just do whatever makes you feel good when you're coloring. Do it whichever way you want to and what's best for you. All right, so this is it. It took a while to do this. This is more involved, but I think once I do this part, it's not going to take very long to do the body, and it really isn't going to take too long to do this part. Now, this part down here is going to look more kind of grayish with a little bit of green in here, because I'm thinking of moss and algae color type of stuff that will be here. So I want all those colors to be in here, like a concrete pad, gray, greens. Yeah, and you can see some little seed plants right around here. And that's really all I have to do, and then go in and maybe use something here Do you have any suggestions to what I need to use on the stars here? Let me know. I usually go in with a metallic pen. Sometimes I don't like doing it. Sometimes I just go in with a color pencil that might be yellow or whatever I want that to be. But if you were coloring this, what would you use on the stars here? Here on the wings, I'm going to make this look more mythical. Let me show you what I'm talking about so you can get an idea. Kind of something like this. Not like the pink, but a little bit more of those colors kind of in here. Because I did see a lion, it had white wings. I said, I can't do that. Not on this paper. Yeah. But anyway, that is it. I don't want to hold you any longer. But I should have this finished. And when I do, I will let you see it. You'll be the first people to see it because I will put it on my YouTube page. Hi, Aaron. I see a lot of AI coloring books popping up on Amazon. Yes, it is crazy. Coloring is about freedom. Thank you. Thank you. You said gold pen, not sure about the English Uniball. Okay, I have that actual pen. I have a Uniball Signal. Yeah, I have a gold one, silver, and white. So, yeah, gold. Yeah, because I was thinking of yellow and gold would go with gold. Gold would go pretty good with that, I think. I'm going to keep that in mind because I do like that pen. All right, Miss ACBs. I'm looking forward to. All right, so that is it. Gel pens for the stars. Okay, thank you, Aaron. Aaron, us and Huff's art. Okay, thank you, everyone. I am going to end the live now. I've been on here for over an hour, I think, but I don't think I got started right. Yeah. I kind of was running behind time. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join me on live stream. I appreciate it. Do know that I will be doing live streams every 2 weeks or every other Saturday. I will do a live stream. The next live stream that I'm doing, I'll be coloring with some Amazon basic colored pencils. I bought those 72 pencils for $11. I'll be swatching them and testing them out and coloring with them on live in my next live stream. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me. You guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video, which is Tuesday. Thank you, Miss ACBs, for joining me from over across the pond. I appreciate it. Thank you, Aaron. Everybody else who joined and watched today, I appreciate you taking your time out of your schedule today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Always remember to keep coloring. Bye.